we're about to move into the lunch break, but just to pick up on a couple of things, I think that some of the running themes we've got in terms of what's come up in the morning session, we've been having the connection between the isolation and the collective, grounding ourselves in the collective, but also in the natural world, in our environment. But I think in terms of grounding, in terms of mental health, that could be a collective theme that's come up a lot as well. Empowering individuals, empowering communities, empowering the self to be able to get through some of these issues that we've been talking about, and the resilience and stubbornness and stubborn need for hope in times that can seem dark and challenging. But this is obviously the biggest challenge of our time, but I feel inspired by everything I've been hearing this morning, and I feel resolved that we together, they are things that we can do, and that they are solutions that we can arrive at together. Now, as we go into the lunch break, we are going to be hearing a video, and by the way, once we've had the video, we will then be in the lunch break, but it is Patrick Jones's video. He is a poet and a playwright. He has adapted the words of the American folk song, This Land Is Our Land, or This Land Is Your Land, for a special recording by the singer Martyn Joseph, and it highlights a campaign that is happening locally against a waste processing plant that's under construction. So we're about to hear the video, but just to encourage people, please to be back for 12:45. We've got another packed schedule this afternoon. We'll be hearing from lots of other perspectives on these really important points. Please come back for 12:45. But as we go into the lunch break, here is Patrick Jones's video.
Go.
I always get a few sneaky,
All right.
you know,
when you're ready.
candy bits. I'm already rolling.
As I went walking that green mountain, I saw beneath me a magical valley, and above me the sun was shining. This land was made for you and me. I've climbed and wandered, followed his Lord's footsteps, to the hills and meadows and life-giving forests. But something's changing, and what they're building here will destroy this place for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the miners' lodges to the river Sahawi, what's filled to Wiley, to the streets of Cumvel and Vach. This land was made for you and me. Now there's a danger in our beautiful valley that will poison our living and pollute our breathing. I hear trees screaming as those children cry that this land was made for you and me. And the mist of morning will become dark and threatening, with those lorries pounding, our lungs black and choking. They've lined their pockets in the name of profit. But this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From the miners' lodges to the river Sahawi, what's filled to Wiley, to the streets of honesty. This land was made for you and me. Sky will be shut out by clouds of death, low-level ozone, turning our homes into a no-go zone, and our future a slow burn ecocide. So let's join together and defend this treasure. Let's take a stand halt what they've planned. We'll raise our voices and make them understand. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From the miners' lodges to the river Sahawi, Wattsville to Wiley, to the streets of Cumberland and Var. Yeah, this land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From the miners' lodges to the river Sahawi, Wattsville to Wiley, to the streets of honesty. Ah, this land was made for you and me. Yeah, this land was made for you and me. I said this land was made for you and me.
Diolch Patrick, diolch Martin. We'll see you all again at 12:45.